Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Sid Meier's Civilization 5 as Poland. We are continuing our cultural run-up. We are 5 turns away from our next social policy, which we're going to invest in free thought, which will complete rationalism, which will give us radio, which means we'll start building some of the most important key wonders there later than they should be. It would not surprise me if Egypt beat us to it. Luckily, Egypt is still in a war. Yeah, with Portugal. Actually, it just started, so hopefully they'll delay them. There's an idea here. What if So, Krakow is my city that has the real potential. What if I went and moved Joseph here from Warsaw into Thebes? As a diplomat is fine. I don't think they've got any tech for us to steal anyway. And it'll give us a vision over Thebes, and we can keep an eye on them, and hopefully they won't beat us to a wonder. Meanwhile, Warsaw, is there anything I can do to improve your production? I don't have coal hooked up yet. I'm going to have to do that really, really soon, actually, because a factory would be really important. Hotels is nice once we get that landmark especially, but I think beforehand it might be a good idea to finish the opera houses and whatever. On the other hand, public school, you know what? Musicians Guild. We need to get our Musicians Guild finally up. Let's go and do that. We've got 4 turns to spare. Does that work out nicely? We can do a Musician Guild and then maybe a zoo. Actually, a constabulary might be a really good idea. If not here in Krakow, I don't know. Speaking of Krakow, we still need some more military units or we're going to get destroyed. I could also build some arsenals on the front, which might be kind of a good idea. The problem with my military units right now is if I build musketmen, they're about to become obsolete, and then I have to pay to upgrade them. They're not really going to have upgrades. Yeah, you can get, or they're not going to have promotion. Yeah, you can get a nice timing attack by suddenly converting your army up. But that's not the sort of thing I'm looking to do. I could build a couple of cannons and be ready to upgrade them into artillery, which is certainly a very sexy thing. I would like the idea of a few more military units on the front. But of course, military units means I'm not, producing other things I need. Let me start at least one museum. I desperately need to make sure I've got some in there, because right now I don't. I don't suppose there's any theming bonuses I've been missing out on, huh? No. No, and we gotta get our Louvre populated. That'll make a huge difference. So you are gonna send hammers to Warsaw. This is probably all overkill, but you know what I keep saying? There's no such thing as too much overkill. We finish that. Let's go and hook up with coal super fast. You are gonna go sit on the antiquities site. That'll make me happy. This archaeologist, 1, 2, 3. You know what? I'm going to go here. I'm going to dig up this site and turn it into an artifact before I make it into other sites into landmarks. I got to dig that site up too. And I think it's too far away from all the cities to be a landmark anyway, so we'll be artifacting that. You're going to farm that. And we're going to go to the next turn. We're finally getting some military tech. Hopefully that will help. Pocatello made peace with Budapest. That's fine. No. What I would much prefer is something like cocoa. Thank you very much. Keep up the happiness. You know, if we stop being friends with the Zulus, which will of course happen, it would be kind of sucky. Do we have any friendship trades? Do you have money? You have a little bit of money. Is it still 300 bucks for a research agreement? No, it's 350 now because of the new era. Next turn, we'll be able to do that. Okay, we'll save our money. You are going to come here and dig that up. Thank you very much. You have done that. I think what we want to do is hook up this coal. That'll range. And it'll give us something to trade. We're not really going to use coal for military units. It's good for trading, and certainly we'll try to get those factories up. You are going to... No, I'm not going to spend money on that. I need research agreements. Just sit tight on that hill. Chilling like a villain. I think we have production flowing from every single city, and we do. So this can continue to be an external trade route, which I would love to do to Jakarta. That sounds great. Keep them a little bit friendlier. Again, that doesn't show up, I think, as a green plus in diplomacy, but it does affect how the AI decides to declare war. They're a little less unlikely to declare war if it's going to break a bunch of trade routes. That is a lot of military. Wow. Listen, Indonesia, stay friendly. I mean, I guess you're still at war with the Zulus. This is a nice distraction. I'm happy that Mamanza Congo isn't falling. If the Zulus take that, that would be bad. That would make me really unhappy. Let's go and mine out this hill, which will be quite nice. You can maybe drop a farm there. Actually, we'll go and dig up that and put a farm there. Go and dig that up, please, and thank you. Finish Musician Guild in Warsaw. We're 2 turns away from our social policy, so... it might actually make sense to tuck in a forge here. We don't have iron, do we? No, we do. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we do. So it'd be +1 production. And there's a likelihood that we'll be building some military units here at some point. Not quite yet. On the other hand, getting an early bank might be good. Can I squeeze out an archaeologist? Not quite. What if I... Yeah, there we go. Oh, that actually slows down my culture. Is there any way that I can work it that I'll still get a cultural policy in 2 turns and finish the archaeologist in 2 turns? Perfect. Look at that. We have to monitor it, make sure the governor doesn't change anything. But as is, that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Next turn. Ramses made peace with Budapest. Very well. Okay, we're going to denounce them right back. They hate us now because of our ideological differences. That is fair. And we're going to denounce them back because a lot of people hate them. So if we denounce them, they'll be okay. Now, I'm really worried we're going to lose our open borders. Well, we probably just won't be able to renew them. How long? Actually, that's a good question. We have 8 turns on open borders. How long before this finished digging up? 5 turns. Oh, that's lovely. How perfect. That is beautiful. Okay. Choose production. Ducal stables built here. This is a place where in 2 turns we are going to want to start working on our Eiffel Tower. You know what? Let's pop out a shrine. I don't think it's really going to accelerate this great engineer, but why not? I could also just work on a hydro plant. How many more hammers could I get? I could get a lot more hammers. It might be worth building the hydro plant first before I stink any hammers into the great engineer. You know, No, stay on default focus. It's okay. Yep, no one likes the Zulus. We all agree the Zulus suck. Yep, there we go. See? Told you. We all agree. Open borders would be lovely. Let's keep that up, please and thank you. Let's hopefully finish that. Pointiest sticks. Alright, well, obviously we're behind. Maybe not quite as far as I expected, although it sucks that both my nearby neighbors are the ones with the most pointiest sticks. I really got to do something about that. This trade route, we've got nothing to send to Warsaw anymore. I'm going to go ahead and send it to Jakarta. That's going to be okay. Choose production here. So, okay, social policy. Yep, social policy. We're going to grab free thought, which is going to boost our science. We're at 301 right now. It's going to go to 334. Nice, 10% boost to science. And we get a free technology, which we'll spend to get radio. Lovely, which means Warsaw is going to start producing Broadway. Maybe building Eiffel Tower first is better. I think the AI prioritizes Broadway more. I think it nets us ultimately. Well, combined culture and tourism, we get more out of Broadway than we do out of the Eiffel Tower, although the Eiffel Tower is really... You're in full production focus. I'm going to take off the manual specialist control. You can just hammer away as quickly as possible. That is going to be fine. 1 turn to the forge, and I don't think it's worthwhile. We're going to do that. 10 turns is pretty darn good. Poznan, which finished its shrine. I'm going to start on the Eiffel Tower. Just going to start sinking hammers into that. We're going to do this. And hopefully, we're going to sink enough hammers into it naturally that in 21 turns... Well, that'll be fine. Unless there's something I can do to accelerate the rate at which I get my great artist, or my great engineer. Even if I don't do production focused, this should be enough. I wonder, if I did go production focused, as those trade routes come up, if I start sending hammers here, we might actually be able to build this before we get our great engineer. Or, okay, I'm obsessed with the idea of getting a wonder in Poznan, right? Which is fair. It doesn't have to be the Eiffel Tower. I could just build normally in here, wait until I actually have a great engineer kicking around, and then whatever comes up next, maybe the Statue of Liberty. When do we get the Statue of Liberty? We get it replaceable parts. Which, if we beeline this way, which is fine, we get our dynamite a little bit later. Neuschwanstein we can't build in Poznan. So if we do this, it's a total of 24 turns. We'll have a great engineer ready. And we could just start working on an Eiffel Tower. You know what? That's pretty good. Well, it's just that you're food focused, not that it's going to make a huge difference. We'll do that. We'll get a hydro plant down ahead of time, which is great. Also, then after that, build a Colosseum. I suspect we're going to start running out of happiness. Build a Colosseum, and I think that'll be the last one we need for a Circus Maximus. This archaeologist can go, I guess, just here. It's fine. This caravan, I could send hammers back to Poznan. And I don't necessarily need to worry about the external trade routes for the tourism multiplier quite yet. So, yeah, I think I like that idea. Now send some hammers, or food. Food is usually the better trade route, and I don't need the hammers instantly for the wonder. Let's do the food and have it grow a little faster. Shave to turn off the growth. That's actually going to be pretty helpful. We're going to dig that side up and put a landmark in. We're going to put probably a mine. There's something said about getting some trading posts up and running, though, for the extra science, but I like the production. We're going to dig that up, at least on the hill. May as well do that. Why do we don't have, like, jungle tiles? Because universities are so much stronger with jungle tiles because they get extra science. And then you put trading posts on there and it just becomes sick. Yes, we all hate the Zulus. We're all in accordance there. Rifling! Kuala Lumpur. Okay. Okay. Rocklaw wants something. We do need more museums. I'm tempted to put an arsenal in here. Oh, we do need a Colosseum. I really want to do that. Whoa! What happened to our happiness? No, seriously, I must have clicked through a deal falling away. And speaking of money... oh, we need 325, don't we? Yeah. You're short 48. Should I just give her 48? I could loan her 48. If I do that, because I have enough, right? I can give her 48. 7 turns, so... Or 30 turns, so... Dude, that'd be 60. Would you give me 1 gold per turn in exchange for this, just to make it not, like, terrible? Would. A good loan on your behalf, and then we research agreement. Oh, you want more because I have an edge. You're asking for quite a lot. I suppose I mind giving away the oil or even the aluminum. Could I keep my gold? Alright, the research agreement is worth it, especially since there's no chance in hell that you're going to declare war on me. And we get so much benefit from research agreements, it's fine to take a loss there. Alright, next turn. Clear to forest for Poznan. Fine, hurts its production a bit, but this was... Yeah, it's a plains tile that's going to have a farm on it, which is great. A farm. This is a little hill tile that could actually benefit quite nicely from having a farm on it, because it's on a river. Zurich wants jewelry. Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to be able to swing that, but keep dreaming. Look at this. Negative happiness. That happened fast. I'm happy I'm building these Colosseums. Oh, and I need another dude over here. Another archaeologist. We'll build one there. I suppose it's going to be fine. It's nearby. Choose archaeology. Way over here. Well, we're going to create an Ottoman artifact. An ancient era Ottoman artifact. I've got a lot of archaeologists out there. Do I have space? I still have space. We are ancient. We need a non-ancient artifact to be able to complete this particular combo over here, as well as another piece of art, which should be fine. You're building that as quickly as possible. 8 turns way to Broadway. But yeah, it's a good thing we are building a museum there, because we're going to need the extra slot. 1 museum is going to serve us perfectly fine for now, but we do have a lot of archaeologists out there. Mbanzo Congo, you're allied with Egypt. You're at war with Portugal, which makes no difference. Alright, still looking good. Still looking good. Everything is awesome. You finished the museum. Makes me feel good. Rifleman. But we are going straight into... Oh, steam power. We're actually quite a few turns away before we can get to replaceable parts and even more. Actually, I can queue up plastics after this if I wanted to, since I have the radio, which is probably fine, just to try to get actual infantry as soon as possible. I don't know if that's how important that's going to be. Research lab's good, but I don't even have public schools yet. Whereas getting the Neuschwanstein up is nice because I do have some castles, and then it makes castles viable to build everywhere. Especially with the bonus culture and everything, is really sexy. We don't need the Prora. Is there anything else I'm missing that's really obvious and important? Medical labs. What's the, Oh, it's going to be airports, which are nice. They're super expensive, but they give you a lot more culture, which makes them worth building everywhere for me. So I'm going to want to head in that general direction, which honestly, railroad and everything is going to be needed. Plastics is not needed for that, but it's super important. You know what? I can delay plastics since I'm behind on my buildings anyway. After replaceable parts, we'll pick up a railroad so we can build the Neuschwanstein, which will be kind of sexy and nice. Then pick up plastics, then work our way up to radar for the airport. I suppose. Also, you know, planes are pretty handy. Yeah, we'll backfill in flight at that point. We do have oil. Revealing uranium is nice for production, though, but I think we'll really want the airports. We're going to want a lot of stuff. Hopefully it's okay. Is it military building time? Public schools? No, you know, hold on. I was just looking at that for a reason. Great War Infantry. Should I just build an arsenal right now? You know what, let's put out a couple of cannons. Be nice to have some range 2 units if we're upgrading all our crossbows to Gatling guns. That'll be pretty helpful. I think I'm going to automate this guy. Actually, I would like to farm this tile here. Rocklaw is still overall going to have some food issues. This is going to be farmed on this hill, which is always a sexy thing to have. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you going to dig up that site? You bastard. I did not realize you would be spamming out dudes at this point. Son of a bitch. How long is that open border going to last? 27 turns. I would have sat a unit here, but I didn't see it coming. Because I really, really, really want a landmark there. Can I tell him to not dig my shit up? Not until he does it once, I think. Oh, maybe he's going somewhere else. Probably not. We're going to do an artifact here. Renaissance era artifact. That is quite nice, actually. And what do we have here? We can dig up another artifact. We already have an Ottoman. I don't know if we have an Incan. Let me check here. So, okay. This ancient era Ottomans, we're going to stick over here. Actually, we might be able to get an ancient era combo here. Shone, Budapest. But I don't have an Incan one. And it's important to be, or as long as it's not us, just for the sake of argument, I'll make an Incan one. It doesn't really matter, actually, which one is which. The more I think about it, it's stupid. But I'll grab that, the ancient era, which I can stick in that museum. Where is it? Here. Oh, it automatically went there. You get the Museum of Ancient Wonder, which is quite nice. We just need a great artist, is all. Now, we're not really working on one because we're working on these, but we'll get one at some point. As soon as we get a great artist, we'll get a modern era piece of art, which we can complete the Louvre, which is really good. We are working towards a great artist in Warsaw regardless, even passively. Look at that. Is it worth slowing down Broadway? Actually, I can put in 2 artists right now and not actually slow down Broadway. So let's do that. Faster I can get my theming bonus, the happier I'll be. Ramses launched the sneak attack on Lisbon. Aren't they already at war? I'm confused. Weren't you already at war? Yeah, with Portugal. That's not a sneak attack anymore. Friendship with Indonesia, it's run its course. I would like to revive that. Excellent, good. Okay, last thing I want is you declaring war on me. I can't do a research agreement there. So I've got 3 research agreements still going on, which is going to be huge science, which is going to let me catch up militaristically super duper fast. And actually, it's probably going to let me get the Statue of Liberty quite quickly. When does this go? 16. Oh, we don't have research agreement there, right? 29 and 21. Okay, so quite far away. We actually might finish our research towards the Statue of Liberty, or just naturally. Doesn't make any difference. Yes, 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 I realize my military is weak. Kind of a problem. I can't remember. I might be done digging up artifacts near you. But you know what? You hate me anyway. I'll dig wherever I want. That's within my borders. Yeah, I think I'm technically done digging up stuff in his territory. Oh, there is one more there. We could look into that. Oh, meanwhile. Son of a bitch. Incans. Stop. Oh, that is such a huge fail. So mad. I could declare war on him, but that would be awful. I don't have any more in my territory that I am leaving unguarded, am I? I've got that, which I will go ahead and park this worker on. And this one here is unguarded. As long as I have a unit, that's all that matters. Tell you what, I'll move the knight. He'll get there in 1 turn. Sit on that. Okay, I think that's all my stuff. Choose archaeology. Oh, this one's going to be a landmark, obviously. There we go. Because it's within work range of the city. In fact, the city's even working on it, which is cute. You're still doing the right thing here? Yeah. Gonna be 6 turns regardless. We are starving, which is fine. We're not going to lose a population yet. Broadway in 6 turns. Eiffel Tower is going to be right after that. In fact, I'll queue it up now, just to get a sense of things. Broadway in 6 turns, and a total of 17 turns to the Eiffel Tower. Do I have... Did I put someone in Thebes? I did. What are you building? Factory. Which will help you build your walls faster. Darn you. Speaking of factory, it'd be nice to just buy this. I don't have the gold right now. I'm not sure there's anything I'm able to swing for that. Yes, that's fine. I'll also take 8 gold on top of that because that works. Ideology. Egypt went autocracy, which is fine. I didn't expect them to go freedom. Because, autocracy hadn't been taken yet, which is why they went that way. But at least now the Zulus and Egypt will hate each other. Everyone's still at war, which is great. We got our great artist, which I can pop now. We have extra spots available, right? I mean, I know I have the one in the Louvre. Do I have any extras? One more. Do I have another museum underway? Okay. Because what I can't do, what I need to make sure doesn't happen, is that I'm digging up an artifact and I don't have a spot for it, which forces it to be a landmark somewhere I don't want a landmark. But now I can create a great work here. And if I take this great work, put it there. Oh, I don't have the theming bonus. Why not? Oh, because I have 2 Renaissance in here. So I need to trade for a, let's say, medieval era artifact. So I'm going to put up my Renaissance statue for a medieval era artifact. Incan or Ottoman? Shoshone, Buddhist, it doesn't matter. Doesn't actually matter. Okay. They're medieval, so we swap this. Boom. +8. Excellent theming bonus. Really quite good. I could pull off St. Jerome's study. I can pull off these artists. And potentially just put musicians, because I could use some music relatively soon. Especially with Broadway, actually. I'm going to want a full set really fast. With Broadway, you want everyone to be of the same era, don't you? Yes, you do. We're going to get one for free here, so that'll be 1 modern musician. In 4 turns, we'll get another one, and presumably, we'll be able to build 1 more. I'm going to have to make sure not to leave the modern era until I got my trio, which should happen. That should be fine. We're teching a lot internally. We're not rushing to the atomic era, so we should have plenty of time to get 3 modern era musicians. Good. Your job is to sleep. Your job is to farm. We still need a couple of archaeologists. We've got 1 building there who's probably going to go there. We will need 1 over here. Tell you what, Woods, why don't you, after you finish the museum, build me another archaeologist? You're going to sit tight there. Autocracy. Right, we got that great person. Oh. Incas and Shoshone are now at peace. I don't suppose you guys would be willing, now that you're at peace, to go to war against Egypt. What if I offer to do it mutually with you? No. I'll come back. I'll come back. It'd make me extremely happy if you guys joined in the fight. This place, 1, 2, 3. We need to make an artifact, so we will do that. And I think that brings us to the end of this turn. I think that's been a pretty productive video, hopefully. Oh, you know what I should do? I don't think I've gotten a pop-up of these guys entering the modern era. If that's true, then they can't build Broadway yet. What I'm worried is they'll enter the modern era and then decide to build the Eiffel Tower, which will certainly beat me to it. 16 turns away from a great engineer, which technically could shave 2 turns off this production. Actually, with that in mind, does it make sense, actually, for us to have started over here? 34 turns, so halfway through the great engineer will pop and be able to rush finish it. I think it does. I think 18 turns, 16 turns. We'd probably finish the Eiffel Tower in 16 turns if we pop it with the great engineer. which is 2 turns faster than if we just build it in Warsaw. We could potentially improve things if there's any way for us to increase our faith output. Oh, if only we'd picked the thing that gave us more faith from incense, as a lot of people in the chat says. It might have been stronger. Is there anywhere where we can squeeze out a faith thing? I don't think so. Well, we could get a temple going here. Would it make a difference? 2 extra faith. If we delay the build, which may or may not matter. But also just buy it. I'm technically making some money. I wonder. Is it worth doing that? Would it make this go faster? I should math this. Maybe I'll math it between episodes. Hang on. Let me do it this way. So it's 1500 minus, where's my pop-up over here? Minus 926 equal to 554. So 574. 574 divided by 37 obviously will come out to 16. Well, 15.5, interesting. So if it was by 39, it drops it to 14.7. So it's actually 1 turn faster if we do actually finish the temple. And I suspect that the extra production here doesn't matter. So we're going to do that. I think it shaves a turn off. I should have built the temple earlier. I might have been able to shave like a 2nd turn off. Wow. Damn. I'm happy I built that shrine at least, because it sort of opens up this possibility. Wow, what happened to my happiness? I guess I'm not trading with anyone anymore. Yeah, I have a second incense. I could buy some stuff over there because my production is sucking. Listen, is anyone willing? Maybe I can trade for want some oil? And what's left of my aluminum? I need the aluminum. I can give you like, you want like 10 oil? No. And I'll throw in a few bucks. Why are you being such a bitch about this? I am going to hook up some more coal, though. Oh, and you offered gold. Tell you what, I'll offer you 5 oil, 3 coal, because I'm going to get more, and 5 gold per turn for your 1 die. Yeah, I probably could have negotiated something a lot lower. 2, I'm still losing some production. And no one else really likes me, so there's not going to be any favorable deals. All right, well, we're going to end this video here. Theoretically, things are okay. Hopefully they are. I did build Colosseums, did I not? Oh, I don't have mine here yet. I can't do a Circus Maximus. Next turn, tell you what, you know what, before I forget. Colosseum. I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep the Colosseum queued up there. I'm going to go to next turn, I'm going to buy the stables in Poznan. Brandenburg Gate, that's fine. Didn't want that. Live without that. I'm looking for the message that Egypt has entered the modern era. Because that would be scary. Decoration. Looks elsewhere. Cotton and ivory ended. Oh, so my happiness is going to tank again anyway. Because there's no way I can get that back. So I'm going to do that. That'll help a little. Just going to check here. The Zulus. Ivory for cotton? No, of course not. Yeah, you're going to be a big jerk face. All right, folks. Well, thank you very much for watching. And hopefully this continues to go relatively well. We'll cross our fingers. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.